I mean, yeah, they'll still be outclassed by just everything else in the meta. Unfortunately. I guess I'm just blind. Oh, okay, yeah, you were literally at the top. Just blind. Alright, 3. So let's see, Blue Eyes versus Unknown, then a mirror match, then against Tearlament, Fiendsmith, using Zeroboros. That'll be interesting. Though I get how they do that. They pretty much use Fairy Tale Snow. They make Zeroboros and then summon Fairy Tale Snow to Zeroboros' arrow to banish the entire field. And then there's the Golem. Get your draw. Right into Doom Dragon. Ah, Cristrons, okay. So Cristrons are gonna be hurt a little bit just because they use the Millennium Engine, but it's fine. I plan on building Cristrons. I don't really plan on using the engine too much, I suppose. I mean, I guess I could craft it, but it's like, whatever. That's the last hope. Either that or they give Endymion some proper support. And then Ghost Ogre to pop it so he can't synchro. Very nice. Very nice use of Ogre on Tristaros. So it can summon, but it can't synchro with it. Or, I guess not. Doesn't summon at all. Search Majesty as Sage. Add Valor. Into the Spirit. Grab the Mausoleum. Imperms that. I mean, you already have Roar, so you're good. Then that triggers Maiden. And then, you know, just getting it off the field, I suppose. Then double attack. Jet summons. And then BM attack with Maiden because why not? Light Storm. Pop 2. And that's the scoop. Nicely done. The mirror match goes 5 turns against Darth Vader. I don't think if Darth Vader played Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think he would play Blue Eyes. He would play that whole... I forgot what the name of the deck was. Was it Cosmos? There's like pretty much a whole deck that's pretty much Star Wars themed cards. Maybe Monarchs. Maybe played Monarchs, but I think he'd also play that Cosmo deck or whatever. There's like a whole Star Wars themed archetype out there, and I think he'd play that one. Yes, Cosmos, okay. And yep, Ogre the True Light, he didn't make Spirit. He didn't make Spirit first. Ah, and then of course, Skill Drain. I mean, you can still make Spirit, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, Spirit tributes itself for cost, doesn't it? You can tribute this card, yeah. So you can pretty much you can make Spirit and then still summon a Blue Eyes. Like, you still summon a Blue Eyes with Spirit. since it tributes for cost, it's no longer on the field on resolution, so, you know, you can still resolve Spirit under the effect of skill drain. Like he's doing. Probably. See? I mean, that turns off your own maiden, but whatever. Have a funny replay of why 60 card piles are getting out of hand. Alright. Oh yeah, I also like how since Skill Drain is on the field first, it makes Tyrant Dragon affected by it. See, if Tyrant Dragon was on the field first, if Tyrant was on the field first, then Skill Drain wouldn't affect it. But since Skill Drain was face up on the field first, it still gets negated, which I find hilarious. And you're leaving up the Skill Drain, okay. I mean, again, Blue Eyes plays it, so you can obviously play around it. And you have Drill Beam anyways to deal with it as well. So, very nice. Called by and double imperm in hand. Zero Barrel's build was only life because of snow. I mean, yeah, obviously. That's literally how they use Zero-Boros. They make it summon snow during your turn to one of Zero-Boros' arrows in order to banish the entire field. Ooh, and he played it in the imperm column as well. He didn't expect the second imperm. 2 for 1 negate special. And yep, there's the Fiendsmith. Negate Scream and the freaking whichever one it is, Rhino Heart, yeah. Yep, called by that. 4 influences, double imperm, double called by. But very nice. Alright, and then Winda. I feel like Requiem or Sequence should be gone. Of course they're not going to hit it though. I fully expected them to not hit the deck at all. Oh, you have quite a few. You have 4. I will watch all 4 because, you know, so far no one else has any replays, so it might be another short viewer replay stream unless people, like, you know, tell me they have replays. I'd rather them do it sooner rather than later. Yeah. Yeah, you take care, Bomber. Have a good weekend. Okay, so it's actually against Kashtira. Yep, immediately locking his own. Is he gonna lock one of your scales, or what? Where does he lock? Nope, one of the main monster zones. The one directly behind the extra monster zone, too. No Rice Heart. Interesting. I guess he wants to play around talents. My assumption is he's gotten hit by talents or something way too many times. Alright, setting the cards to prevent your scales from getting locked. Alright. Pendulum summon out the Endymion, and then that's a pop 4. So you can pretty much pop all the cards that would banish your cards face down. You wanted to see what he had? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much pop everything that banishes cards face down, so Shangri doesn't lock one of your zones. Dang, double spell power mastery. And then activate Reflection to bounce the Shangri. Very nice. No. Oh, right. Chain them both. I feel like you could have them bounce each other, which would be funny. Just have them both bounce each other. But getting one back from your scales is very... Getting an Endymion back to put into your scales is good for Electromite. But you already Pendulum Summoned, so you just have Desires left. No Into the Void use, so you don't have to worry about, you know, discarding your hand. And you can just Pendulum Summon Reflection and then immediately use her skill. What he's gonna pop? One of your scales, or he's gonna... Okay, Endymion. Are you gonna use your negate on Endymion? Yes, you are. What are you gonna pop? The other Endymion? Oh well, guess what? You have a spell power of mastery to get a third one. Anyways, here's the third Endymion. Or Magister, okay. One... You could just Pendulum Summon it out, I suppose. So yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. And then you can use the Reflection to bounce the Fenrir. Or bounce the back row, and then Jack King negate the Fenrir. And then you can use Magister to summon back out Endymion from the extra deck. But you negated the activation of Fenrir, so Talents is not live. And can Materialization summon the Jackal King. Okay, just going for that. Let me see, what did you banish off of Desires? Your third Jackal King is gone. Astrograph, Master Cerberus. Well, looks like you still have your third Endymion. And you can summon it from the grave. Yeah, you have one in the grave, so you can just summon that one out. Absolute, and then into Access Code. And that's the scoop, because he knows he's dead. Very nice. And then Yubel. 5 turns against Yubel. This looks like the 60 card deck. There can be only one. One monster of each type, of course, so it's just stun. called on the Horus card. Couldn't activate Fenrir because Fenrir has to target a face-up card, right? Yeah, it has to be a face-up card, and Lady can't be targeted since there's a set trap. Not attacking, okay. Well, pretty much making it so he doesn't want to crash his monster, I suppose. Just a set, okay. And he scoops because of that. Rage quits because of that. Alright, and then we have Endymion versus Branded. Locking him with there can be only one. He has Unicorn in hand. I mean, doesn't it... I thought there can be only one means you can only control one monster of each type. Am I wrong? Because I'm pretty sure all the Kashtira's are different types. Under there can be only one, you know, you can summon like more than one monster as long as they're different types. I don't think Fenrir and Unicorn are both psychic though, right? Except Riseheart. Oh, I guess it makes sense though. If you would have gotten rid of it, he could have summoned a Unicorn and then, you know, searched for more cards to try and set up. So I guess I get now why you left it up. Again, my brain is slow. It just took me a while to understand like what you meant. It wasn't that there can be only one with like locking him out of summoning it. It's just that you wanted to keep a monster on the field so he couldn't summon it. Yeah. At that Magister, go for a big pendulum summon. What do you have in the extra deck? Pendulum Witch, Garuda. You can just summon pretty much. Dang, don't even want to give him a single draw. I feel like you at least wanted to summon Endymion, but, you know. Prefer just having counters, and if you lose, you lose. Oh no, Call of the Grave, whatever shall you do? What, do you think there was a Master Cerberus in the grave? You're over 5 summons? Okay. Well, you have at least 2 spell counters exactly for Nibiru, so... And he scoops. You had just enough for Nibiru. To stop the Nibiru. But still, very well done. You waited for that nib quite a while. Tenpai. Wait, did he choose to go first, or did you make him go first? He chose. Interesting. I don't know, maybe trying to do some battle phase shenanigans or whatever. What's he got, a droplet set? You can barely win a coin toss? Yeah. Tell me about it. Dang, negating and banishing Astrograph. Hey, top deck the blue boy. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, hi blue boy. Pop 2. And now you can Pendulum Summon. Too bad the talent isn't live. Well, never mind, now the talent is live. Or not anymore, I guess not. You could just let it go through and then take control of it. Well, yeah. And SP Little Knight to banish it permanently. He doesn't have a way to get the Tenpai Feel spells with him focused, and you don't know why. Yeah. Albaz. And negate. SP is just gonna banish the Jackal King. Okay. Because he can't target the Endymion. You have 3 Jaeger? Alright. And he scoops. I'm pretty sure he wanted to try and target the Endymion to banish with SP, but he couldn't. Because Endymion is untargetable. Alright, next up we have 3 from Jaeger. Okay, they're all right. So Thunder Dragons, Branded, and Adamanticators. Now Astro is 3 Stargazers, see some light. Again, I can see Astrograph being used at like more than one in like Pen Magician and Zark, but I'm not so sure about it being used at more than one in Endymion. That was your return to Plat 3 for the billionth time this month. Dang. Colossus Pass. Oh, that's actually really... That's actually a pretty nasty combo. Balmonica discard to set up your scales, and then trigger Lurie to summon itself as well. And you already have Lacrima in hand. Solemn Judgment it. Once you get that third counter though, there you go, take control of it. Now you can make plays. And he scoops. And then let's see how it does against branded. Ashing Celatrice. Discard, set up your scales. Add back the field spell. Pendulum Summon. Add back Invitere. Requiem. And he's bestialing it. And Baguska. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, sure, you could add another Endymion, but I think Astrograph being legal at 3 helps Pen Magician. Maybe helps Pen Magician and Supreme King Zark more than it does Endymion. Endymion is pretty much fine with running it at 1, because again, you would much rather have spells that do stuff rather than another Astrograph. Tries to get that in back. Now you can activate your monster effects. Astro Pop. That's what I'm saying. It's better. That's what I'm saying. It's usually better in Pen Magician and Zark rather than in Endymion. Oh no, whatever shall you do? What does he know? You got another one. Attack number 1, attack number 2, attack number 3, and attack number 4. It gains 3 extra attacks because you have 3 other Valmonic. Well, technically it gained 4 extra attacks, yeah. Wait, they don't have to be different names, do they? For each level, yeah, it gains for each level 4 Valmonica you control. So yeah, that's crazy. It gets 5 attacks on its own. Since you have, it attacks once on its own, and then it gets 4 more additional attacks, so that's 5, and then each Valmonica can attack, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks. That's pretty crazy. And since she's pretty much like the big body, she clears out all of like the high attack or defense monsters. Or whatever, and then, you know, continue to attack until I can't attack anymore, and then attack with all the other ones. Because they have, like, yeah, 1200 attack as well, which ain't bad. Which is not that bad if you're attacking directly. Now, how much are you going to do under this max C? I'm assuming you're still going to make Baguska? Huh, not summoning the other one. Ah, Dweller. Okay. Considering the current meta, yeah, I'd say Dweller could be a bit better. Here I had to left after ending your turn, switched off the toggle. Ah, and it's against... And of course it's against Emancipator, who doesn't really care about Dweller that much. So pretty much you walked away and pretty much let your opponent go off. And there's the block. Up, and you're back. Counter trap. Very nice. And return the elf. Make Savage to equip or negate. And he chains. And protect. And there's Baron. And protect again. Negate. Forcing up Baron's negate is at least good. So all you gotta worry about is Borreload Savage's negate. Yeah, I know. Yo. How's it going? I mean, I'm gonna say it now. If anyone else has any replays, say, like, better say so now. Is it just until end of turns or permanent? End phase, but it cannot attack. So essentially you're gonna be using it as link material, I'm assuming. And that's the scoop. Well, if no one else has any replays, I guess that's just gonna wrap it up for this stream, so, you know. I guess that was another shorter viewer replay section. Hopefully on Monday, we'll have more people back for viewer replays, but if not, oh well. But, you know. You got one? I mean, I wish you would have said so sooner. But I guess let's see if you submitted one before. Do I have your duelist ID? Yeah. I guess I have the time, so I can watch it. You know, I just wish a lot of the time people wouldn't wait until the last minute to say so, you know. $340,387. Thank you. Search his ID. Well, he's submitted a replay before, so I just had to check his comment history, and I was able to find his dual ID that way. I think I should just make that a pinned comment whenever I like switch over to match to do now. I should like make it like a pinned comment. If you have like viewer replays, don't wait until the last minute to submit them. Just go ahead and say so from the jump or whatever. Any feature add names in a pinned comment? What do you mean? Well, at least you have... Well, never mind. You can't call it by the ultimate spirit. Of course you're drawn to be late. Make a list of viewers submitting replays. I don't know if I can do that on mobile. Like, I can make a pinned comment, but that's literally it. And then, you know, if that was the case, I would have to, like, constantly add. I would have to, like, constantly, like, change the pinned comment for people who have viewer replays. Can mods do it? I mean, yeah, sure. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, so he's still holding his ultimate spirit negate. +1 back row card. Chaos Angel. Was that made with light and dark? Or is it just 2 lights? Nope, light and dark. Alright, so fully unaffected by monster effects. Or activated effects. And then Imperm is pretty much like literally the only out to it. Or, well, Spell Trap Effects was the out to it, I guess. Not the only out. He's really holding that Ultimate Spirit negate. Alright, because it can only negate on the field. It can't negate card effects in the hand or in the graveyard. That is right. So yeah, it can't negate that. But it can negate the sequence. And if you try to target the ultimate spirit, the fusion would protect and negate. Yeah, the Neo would negate and protect. Huh, switching that into attack. I mean, the Chaos Angel is unaffected. How does he out the Chaos Angel? Lightstorm would just pop the card in the grave. I mean, I guess he has Drill Beam. Drill Beam could out it, I suppose, and Majesty. Okay. Main problem is sequence. And then... And then he's gonna pop the Engraver before it activates. Now you gotta deal with a giant token. They would hit sequence for game over. Oh, they would hit it for game over and over. Oh. Wait, really? Oh, right, yeah, because Chaos Angel made it indestructible by battle. Right. It would be indestructible by battle because of Chaos Angel, so it would just continuously attack over it. Gotcha. Making a Typhon to get rid of the Nibiru token. That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be a pinned comment that has a list of all viewer replays that would constantly have to get updated. Meaning me or Mod would have to constantly make a new pinned comment whenever whenever someone else says they have a replay they want to share. Desiree target send the True Light. True Light destroys his field. And that's the scoop. Very nice. But I guess with that, I'll actually, actually go ahead and call it there for a stream. So, again, still a little bit shorter on viewer replays, but I mean, I suppose that's to be expected since, I'm not actively playing Master Duel for the entire stream, so we'll see what happens, though, in the future. Maybe next season, in July, I will try playing Master Duel again for a bit. Like, I think I'll alternate between playing Master Duel and Monster Hunter, so that'll be something I'll try to do for next season, but just for the rest of this month, I'll continue to play Monster Hunter, and then obviously once the season resets, I'll see about alternating between the two. So until then, though, I hope you all enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all back here on Monday. Peace.